Good morning, everybody. My name is Kata, and welcome to Kata B Fitness. And today we are going to do a pre-recorded Saturday surprise workout. Completely slipped my mind, but I am going camping this weekend or today. So I am going to do this pre-recorded workout for you. We are going to use resistance bands for this workout. It is completely up to you if you want to use one of the long resistance bands or therapy bands with or without the handles, or you can use a circle band, the mini loop band. Personally, I have found that the fabric ones work better when you're doing leg exercises, but for upper body work, you're going to want to use one of the latex ones or one of the loop bands that are a little bit more stretchy. So you get a little bit more of a stretch here when you are doing upper body work compared to the fabric ones. You can use them, but it just kind of works a little bit differently. I like the fabric ones for doing leg work because they don't roll up and pinch, and it can get really, really uncomfortable. Plus, they tend to be a little bit bigger, so if you do have a little bit more in the thigh area, it's going to fit a little bit better, and you're not going to feel like your legs are pinched together the entire time. You can also use dumbbells for this workout. You do not have to use bands. You can use dumbbells. Just know that bands, if I'm doing this with a band, I am getting my back. If you are doing this with dumbbells, you're going to be actually getting your shoulders because the dumbbells are getting pulled down by gravity. So you're just going to need to do a different exercise. And I will try to either do a little video or demonstrate an exercise for you to do. So for example, if we are on our backs and we are doing band pull-aparts, you're going to need to be on your tummy doing band or doing body weight or even weighted lifts. So you just kind of have to change things a little bit if you're going to use dumbbells, but you can absolutely use dumbbells in this workout. So let's go ahead and get started. Grab your water, grab your weights, grab your bands, whatever you have, grab a mat for the floor, and we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, we're going to start with a nice good toe lift. Heels up, right, and left. I always like starting by waking up the feet because everything starts from the ground up. So if you can strengthen and stretch out those feet, you're going to be golden. Heel taps to the front, just a nice good bicep curl. I like to keep up with the music. You can go at your own speed. I'm perfectly okay if you have to go a little bit slower. 4, 3, tap it to the side. We're going to add a nice good push, just right to the front. You can keep your arms up if that feels better. Good. 4, 3, 2, hamstring curls. We're going to tricep press it back. So I'm going to turn. We're just trying to kick ourselves in the backside, waking up the back of the arms. 4, 3, tap it to the side, reach it up and overhead. So the whole point of a warm-up is to get the body moving, get the brain talking to your muscles, and to get the blood flowing. Back to curls, reach and pull. Nice and tall. We're squeezing the shoulder blades together in the back. 4, 3, 2, good. Let's take the hands lightly behind the ears, feet hip width apart, down and up. So this is called a good morning. So if I turn, hinge it back, stand up nice and tall. So if my knees were against a bench, they would stay glued to the bench the entire time. This is when we do our deadlifts. Down and up. One more time. Good. Now we're just going to slowly sit. So now we've got that bench. We're trying to sit our backside down to the bench. Yes, your knees are going to move away, and that's perfectly okay. You don't have to try to squat and keep your knees perfectly over your ankles. Your knees are going to move forwards. It's how you counterbalance yourself. Good. 2 more. Down and up. Good. Nice and tall. Side leg lift up and down. Lift. Now we're getting some single leg work in here. So we're trying to stack shoulders all the way down to the ankles. 2 more. Switching sides right here, lift and lower. Wake up those hips, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna step back into a lunge. So take it down, bring it back up again. So nice and slow, working on technique. We're just warming up. So if I turn, again, my knees are staying over my shoelaces, but yes, they are moving forwards. We just don't want to actively push our knee towards our toes. Down and up. Good, down. All right, give yourself a little bit of space. We're gonna squat it down, hinge it down, walk ourselves to a plank, knees to the floor. If you can, we're gonna do a push-up, come back up, and then we're gonna walk ourselves all the way back. Don't feel we have to speed through this. This is just our warm-up. Knees down, push up, press up, and you can keep the knees on the ground as you walk yourself back up to standing. The reason we do this, we have push-ups or chest presses in our workout today, as well as planks. So now we're prepping our body for our workout, getting those wrists ready, getting the shoulders ready, getting the core ready. Good, I'm aiming to do about 5. That's what I'm hoping for. So for me, I have one more. If you don't want to go all the way down to the floor, place your hands on the seat of a chair, step back into a plank. You can try doing a push-up, and then walk yourself all the way back. Good, bring it all the way up. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down into your back pocket. Now we're gonna bring it up. So thumb up, rotate pinky down, thumb up, rotate pinky down. So think about doing the backstroke. Thumb up, then rotate to your pinky. If this is too much for you, then go ahead and feel free to just do some good shoulder rolls. Good, 2 more. Last one, bring it in, shake it out, roll the shoulder, grab a quick drink of water. We're gonna do 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest. We've got 3 exercises per round, and we're gonna do 2 rounds. So 3 exercises per circuit, 2 circuits. So we have a deadlift and a rear delt, so banded or dumbbell. Then we're gonna do a bicep curl with a press and a reverse lunge, and I'm gonna use my circle band for that. And then we're gonna do tricep kickbacks, any piece of equipment that you'd like. So we're gonna take our feet in the band. I start narrow, even it up, and then I press it out so I'm stretched out between my feet. I recommend wearing shoes. It's not always comfortable to do this. I take my band. I'm gonna cross it over, okay? So we're gonna go down into a deadlift, lift up into a rear delt, and then we're gonna stand nice and tall. If you don't have a band, you can do this with dumbbells. You can do this with a circle band. I find with a circle band, it's easier just to try to do one side and hold my hand at my hip. So forward and lift, and then do the other side the second round. Good. In 4, 3, 2, 1. So good, 45 seconds. We're nice and tall. Hinge it back, lift, down, and stand tall. So hinge, lift, and you can see, even with a light band, I kind of struggle to get my arms parallel to the floor, but they get there, and that's okay. So down, lift, and stand tall. If what you have is a circle band, I'd grab a light one, hand by your hip, down, lift, and then bring it up. So I hold it right by my pelvis, lift out to the side, and back down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Curl press, reverse lunge, circle band, shoulders down, pressing out. I'm going to curl, and I'm going to reverse lunge as I press it up overhead. Your time is on. If this is your option, again, take it back. So I'm going to curl, reverse lunge, press, and bring it back up. So curl, lunge and press, and stand tall. Curl, press, and bring it back up. If you're doing long band, all one side. If you're using your circle band, You can alternate, press, and bring it down. So curl, press. If you're using the circle band, you're gonna be getting some shoulder work. I'm using a light band, and this is hard for me. Press it up and out. Good. Bring it in. Triceps. Circle band. We're gonna take it right here, palm down, hand by your shoulder. Straighten and bend, down and up. If you have a traditional band, your time is on. Same thing, hand at the shoulder, straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Dumbbells, you're gonna need a forward fold. You're going to need to have that forward fold in order to be able to get good resistance. Remember, dumbbells work by pulling down. Gravity is pulling straight down. So if I'm doing this, gravity is pulling here. If I'm using a dumbbell, I'm actually working my biceps. I need that forward fold for triceps with our dumbbells. Standing, staying upright with the band is fine. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set it down. Going to repeat those 3 exercises again. We're gonna start with our band. So again, I start with my feet in, kind of pull my band up, and then I press my feet out so I get that stretch between my feet. Here we go. Take it down, lift, and back up. So hinge, lift, brace the core. So good hinge. Lift it out, working the back of the arm and the shoulders. This is a little bit of rear delt that tends to be missed and neglected. It's always easier for us to do a front raise or a side raise. So now we're trying to do a back raise, a rear delt. Work the back of the muscle right here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bring it in. We're going to go for our curl, our press with our reverse lunge. If you're using the long band, remember under the foot, I like to cross it. Here we go. So we're going to take it, curl, press, and back up. So bicep curl, press, and up. It's okay if you go a little bit out versus straight up overhead. And you can even just do your curl and a little press. If you're using a circle band, you're gonna feel this in your shoulders a lot more than if you're using dumbbells or a long band. This is a good exercise to do as well if you do overhead work. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out. Tricep kickbacks, tricep extensions. So again, circle band, hold it at your shoulder. Shoulder down and back in your back pocket, little bit of an extension back behind you. We're gonna take it down and up. Your time is officially on. So down, lift, down, lift. Nice, good squeeze. And if you've got the dumbbell, you're gonna hinge it forward to extend it back. You can do this with a band too if you really want to, but it's not as necessary. If you've got a single band, long handle, just cinch up. That means instead of holding it way down, tighten it up a little bit higher. And that's what's gonna make the tension a little bit harder. Or go up a band, go up a band. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, shake it out, roll the shoulders. We're gonna move on, circuit number 2. We have side stepping squats with a front raise. So you're going to go down, lift, and together. Option 2 is we go down, squat, and then we lift in the middle. Robot rows. Option 1 is right here, press it out, and row. You can do a traditional row with dumbbells, traditional row with a band, and then lat pull downs. So with the long band or a short one, pull it down, bring it up, pull it down and bring it up. If you have dumbbells, you are going to do a straight arm press back, all right? So sidestepping squats, front raise, in 3, 2, and 1. So right here, I'm getting a little bit more shoulder therapy. Down, lift, and bring it up. So down and lift. And I am not going to be doing it with this band. That is not feeling good for me. So what you can do here is you can hold it in the middle, squat, stand, front raise. So squat, it's going to get loose, bring it up in front. Down, up in front. Or if you really want to, squat, front raise, right here. Hold your balance. 2 and 1. Bring it in. Robot rows. If you've got your band here, tighten up, regular row. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, so shoulders down, press it out a little bit, and then row up and row back down again. Up and down. It's just a nice good squeeze, pulling right to the pelvis, front of the hips. Good, 20 seconds. Good squeeze and release. If you've got dumbbells, traditional row with dumbbells, straight up and down, 10 seconds. And we're gonna go for our lat pull downs or our straight arm press backs. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Lat pull downs, I do thumbs in personally, arms up, shoulder blade down and back into my back pocket, other arm stays nice and tall. Time is on. If you've got a long band, arms up, pull down, release, pull down, and release. Your arms can be a little bit of an angle, but we're just bringing it up and down. Up and down. If you need to, yes, you can do both arms at the same time. Drive it. With the circle band, this doesn't work well. But if you've got a longer band, this is an option. Good. Pull, down and up. This is an exercise that I kind of miss doing since I do a lot of dumbbell work. Works a different muscle in a different way. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. All right. I'm gonna try this again. I don't know why this one was not feeling good for me, but we're gonna do our squats with our front raise. So we're gonna take it down and bring it up. Down and up. So this feels better for me. I was getting a popping in my shoulder that I didn't care for when I was doing it the other way. Down and lift. If you have dumbbells, same thing. Squat, lift it up. Or if you've got that band, down and up. Good, 12 seconds. I think when I was doing it before, I was trying to press out a little bit too hard. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Robot rows or a traditional row. So shoulders down, press it out slightly. So we've got our hinge, press out, lift, and down. Try to hold a steady press, so we don't want to go out and in. Press it out, hold the press, and lift. You can see I'm using a light band, and I'm getting a nice good burn. Back of my shoulders. Good, 12 seconds. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up. Lat pull downs with the circle band or a straight band. If you have dumbbells, again, you're gonna do your straight arm press back. It's gonna work a similar muscle. 2 and 1. So pull it down, lift it up, drive and up. Keep a good secure grip on that band, whatever you happen to do. Did have somebody in a class once that we were doing overhead triceps and the band came off of her hand and kind of smacked her in the face. Not a good feeling, so always be conscious of your equipment and how you're holding it. I'm really bad, especially doing overhead work, of not closing my hand, and you really should. Good, 12 seconds to go. Then we're gonna head down to the floor, or you can be at an incline or use a chair. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna shake it out. We have plank toe tap outs. So I'm gonna put a band around my thighs, one of the fabric ones. You can leave it and not worry about it. Plank with a side toe tap. Then we're gonna do prone arm lifts. So you can do this sitting, you can do this on the floor, and you're just gonna focus on a little lift. I like to use a band. You can use a wooden dowel, but if you're not very flexible, it might be a little tricky with the wooden dowel. And then we're gonna do push-ups, or you can do chest presses. So if you're gonna use a band, you're gonna put the band behind you, lay on your back, and do a chest press. If all you have is the circle band, I like to do at my shoulder and press it out. So that's a way for you to do a chest press. I'm also going to use a band around my arms for my push-ups because I want to do them on my toes. So we're just gonna be tied up in bands. We're gonna be tied up in bands. So I'm gonna take my circle band, press it around my thighs, and I'm going to have my other bands ready down on the floor for doing the other exercises. But we're gonna start plank with the side toe tap. You can do a standing side leg lift, or you can do an incline plank if you want to. So side plank or plank, side toe taps in 3, 2, and 1. So bring it up, nice and tall, good plank. We're gonna tap it out and in, out and in. So we're getting outer thigh work here. You are welcome to be on your elbows, and you can even be on your knees if you need to. Just tap it out and in. Good, so out, in, out and in. Next exercise is those prone arm lifts. So body weight or grab a band, your choice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, bring it all the way down onto your tummy. Arms out. So we're gonna bring it down. You can have your forehead resting on a pillow. Arms are extended. Head stays down. Arms are in a Y. Lift, and then take it down again. Lift, and down. You can always take your arms out. Lift, and down. So thumbs pointing up to the ceiling. Good, so up, I'm adding a little stretch, taking it down. I want to lift from my shoulders, not my head or my body, and I don't want to keep the elbows down and lift just my hands. Lift from your shoulders. This is a hard one to do. 2 and 1. Good, we're gonna bring it up. We have our push-ups. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to put this around my upper arms so I can actually help myself do my push-ups. All right, your time is on. So push-ups, or remember, chest press is an option too. So you're kind of self-spotting here. So you're using that band to help your weight. This is one where the harder the band resistance, the more this is going to help you. 15 seconds. Good technique is more important than just trying to hit a certain number. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out. We have one more set, so we're going back to those side tap planks. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I'm gonna go down onto my elbows for this set, give it a shot, see how it works for me. So try not to let the buns go up, and especially if you're on your hands, don't let your hips sag down to the floor. We wanna keep elbows up, or we wanna keep hips up, elbows down. So remember, when you need to, rest. We're getting a lot of shoulder work. You might not think about it in this round. So deep rest. The technique starts to get bad. That's when you stop and rest, and then you finish. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're gonna take it all the way down onto our tummies. With or without that band. Remember, if you're using dumbbells, if your shoulders are a little weak, this is a good one to do body weight only. Good. So neutral position. Lift it up, out, in, and down. So just lift. Now you can just lift and hold and take it down. Lift and hold and down. Same thing, body weight. Lift and hold and down. Another good one to test is to do this one with a band a few times and then do it with body weight only before and after and see if you have improvement. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring it in. We're going for our push-ups. So I am using a medium band, and I'm still feeling it. My shoulders are kind of burning. So shoulders down. I'm doing a tricep style push-up. So bring it in, down, and up. So my knee push-ups are okay, but my toe push-ups are not great. So I am going to try to do more toe push-ups here like this, or I'm going to start doing more at an incline. I'm going to find some stairs, and I'm going to do toe push-ups at a higher step. And then I'm going to work my way down. So again, rest when you need to. Give yourself a break. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Set it back. Grab a drink. We're going to unwrap ourselves. We have one more set. We're going to do a banded palm up row. If you are using dumbbells, you're going to need to either be in a standing or a half kneeling position. I would recommend half kneeling down on the floor, and you're still going to do just a nice good palm up row. If you've got a circle band, it's going to go around 1 foot, and your knees are going to be bent. And then if you've got a long band, I'll have to show you how we set it up. Then we're gonna do a hip bridge where we are on our backs. If you're using dumbbells, dumbbells here. If you're using a band, your band is gonna be across your hips. If you're using a circle band, I would do this one body weight. You could put it around your thighs, but we've already done a lot of thigh work, so I would just do body weight. And then we're gonna do on our backs, banded pull-aparts. If you have dumbbells, you're gonna be on your tummy and doing T lifts. Okay, so kind of like we just did these, you're gonna do T lifts. All right, so palm up row. If you're using a long handled band, you are going to place it on top of your shoelaces. So on your shoelaces, you're gonna wrap it around, and you're going to be able to pull the band in between your feet. So if I turn this way, you're going to take your band, place it onto your shoelaces. On your shoelaces, Circle it around so it comes up in the middle. And then we're going to straighten our legs. Palms facing up. You can always grab farther down. Sitting nice and tall, drive it back and reach. 45 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So a little bit of a lean back. I point my toes a little bit. We want to make sure the band is securely around your feet. If you have a circle band, you're going to take it around. You're going to have to be knees bent probably, and you're going to do the same thing one-sided, and then the other side will be on the second round. But palm facing up, drive it back, pull it in. If you've got dumbbells, if you have your dumbbells, you're going to be in a hands and knees position, one foot in front of the other, and you're going to be doing a palm up row that way. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. So undo the band. We're going to take that band, place it across our hips. This is also a really good exercise for the back of your body because we're going to take it across our hips. We're going to take our hands to the floor, glue the hands to the floor, and now we're going to lift our hips up into a bridge, keeping the pinkies on the floor, and then taking it down. So lift and down, lift and down. So we're adding resistance to our bridge. You can do this by placing a dumbbell across your hips. And then with the long band, we're also adding in a little bit of back work because we're having to use the muscles on the back of our body to pull the band into the floor and keep it there. So lift and lower. Good job. All right, staying on our backs. If you're using dumbbells or a circle band, you're going to need to flip over onto your tummy and do these body weight. But we're going to take it down, low back pressed into the floor, and we're just going to press our arms all the way out, pinkies to the floor, band to the chest, and then bring it back in again. Your time is on. So squeeze and back up. Squeeze and back up. So pull that band apart to your breastbone. If you are on your tummy, we're going to take our arms out to the side, brace the core, lift, arms up, and then take it down. Lift and down. Trying not to let the shoulders creep up by your ears. Lift and lower. Some nice good squeezes. Keep going. 2, 1. All right, bring it back over. We have our palm up row. Again, if you're using a dumbbell, this is the position you're going to be in. You're going to do a palm up row just like this. Otherwise, grab that band, long band, shoelaces, circle it around, straighten out those legs a bit, lean back, chest is up, and we're going to pull palm facing up towards the front of your hips. So if I turn a little bit this way, palm up and in. So this way, the band is securely around our feet. And again, if you want it a little bit tighter, you can grab a little bit farther, cinch it up a bit. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. We're going to go for our banded hip bridge. So all the way down, take that band across your hips. I keep my hands right by my hips or close to it. Here we go. Lift it up. So press and then down. Now you can stretch the band a little bit more before you put your hands down on the floor. I probably really should go up a band just a little bit. You can still feel this, but I don't feel a ton of resistance. So I could probably go up one more, but this is a good one. Press it down and lift. Good job. All right, we're gonna do that pull apart. If you can, this round, I want you to take your palms facing in. So if you were standing, palms would be facing you, palms facing up. I can look at my palms, and now I'm going to take it out, and I'm going to try to take my thumb to the floor instead of the pinky. So thumb to floor. If you've ever done a mobility session with me and we've done those palm up band pull aparts, that's what we're doing right here. So nice, good stretch. If you really struggle, try a light band or try your hands farther apart to start with. So remember, a band can only stretch so much. So bringing your hands in closer together helps a lot, but it doesn't always fix it. Sometimes it's just time to progress and move up. Last one. Bring it in. Roll to the side. Give yourself a little bit of a break. You're going to come up to a seated position. You're going to do a little bit of stretching. So roll the shoulders up, back, and down. We're going to sit cross-legged. And I want you to just cross your legs. And if you're like, oh, this feels natural, I want you to switch the way that you sit. So we always get into the habit of sitting one way over the other. We got to switch it up sometimes and help ourselves out. So we're just going to do a little side to side, a little movement to the hips. There's a lot of upper body in this round. That was kind of our focus today. Good. All right, hand on the floor. We're going to reach in, side bend. Then we're going to take it at an angle, and we're going to close our book and then open our book. Good. Let's bring it all the way up. Take it out. Close the book. Open the book. Good. One more time. Reach, upside bend, angle, close your book, and open your book. Good. Switching it over to the other side. Hand on the floor, shoulders down, palm forward, side bend. Good reach. Bring it up at an angle. Close the book towards your other hand and open. Good. Side bend, reach it up, out to the side. Close the book. Good. One more time. Reach and out and then close and open. Shoulders down, hands by your hips. We're going to take our palms facing the floor and our fingers pointing out to the side, and we're going to lift up into a reverse tabletop. So shoulders down, push the floor away. Option one, just lift your hips off the floor, a little side to side, and then a little forward and back. If you can, try to lift up higher. So try to get your hips parallel to the floor, going back, going front. This is getting our wrists. And this is getting our biceps and the fronts of our shoulders. Good stretch. Good. Let's take it all the way down. Let's take our legs out nice and straight, shoulders down. We're going to add just a little forward fold. And we want to try not to round our spine and tuck our chin. We still want to keep our chest open like we're pressing our breastbone to our toes. So instead of thinking about forehead going to your knees, think chest to your feet. Good. Let's go ahead and bring it up. Bottoms of the feet touching. Nice, good stretch. And again, we're going to take chest towards the floor, pressing it out in front of us, and then gently pressing out on those inner thighs. Bring it in, take the legs out nice and wide. How wide you go is completely up to you. Your wide might be here, and that's fine. And we're just going to go over to the right, and then into the middle, and over to the left. Good, and then middle. Now, if you're really tight, you might be here, and then just sitting tall, and then here. So it's up to you. Everybody's a little different. just kind of trying to move through different positions. Good, let's take it over onto our tummies. And we're gonna start just resting our chin on our hands. And if that works, you can do one upturned fist, rest your chin on your fist, or two fists, resting your chin on your upturned fists that are stacked. This is a spine-safe stretch. You just have to start with where you're at. And if you're really, really tight and even resting on your tummy with your chin on your hands doesn't feel good, try putting some pillows underneath your hips. Good. Take the hands under the shoulders. Deep breath in. Exhale. Lift yourself up and back into child's pose. We're going to stretch out under the arms. Add a little side to side wiggle. Let's bring it up, hands and knees. And we're just going to do cat-cow. So we're going to inhale, open the chest, gentle arch of the back. Exhale. Tuck the tail, press the floor away. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more. Inhale. If you don't want to do the arching and the rounding of the spine, I want you to hold a neutral spine and belly breathe. Good. Sit the hips back to the heels. Let's take one leg out around to the front. We're going to come back up to standing. Nice and tall. We're going to give ourselves a nice good pat on the back for doing this workout today. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the arms out to the side. Press the backs of the hands into the small of the back. And we're going to squeeze the elbows together. Good. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Keep them away from the ears, ear to shoulder, side to side. Bring the head up, look to the right, look to the left. Bring it in the center, big breath in, spread your fingers. Exhale, one more time, big breath in. And out, and you are all done. Thanks for joining me for today's workout. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I always try to offer workouts that use equipment that people have available at home. Most of my workouts use dumbbells, but I know a lot of people have access to resistance bands, and they might only have the circle bands or they might only have the long bands. So this workout was a little bit hodgepodge, kind of moving from different things, but it was a really good workout, and I'm hoping that you enjoyed it using the equipment that you had. If you have any questions, if there are workouts that you would like to see, please feel free to contact me. You can comment under this video, or you can get a hold of me on my website. It's in the show notes under the comments section. I hope you enjoyed this workout. I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you in class. So bye.